Just thinking here about how in the Bible it says that God brought the animals to Adam to see what he would name them. And it doesn't say that he commanded Adam to name them. It simply says he brought them to Adam to see what he would name them. And I was thinking about how we do things. We do things in this world all the time. We're constantly doing things, and we're not being commanded to, at least not necessarily all the time. Sometimes we are. And I thought, what if that's a continuation, so to speak, of what God did in the garden? God didn't, it doesn't, at least it doesn't say God, and God brought the animals to Adam and said, Adam, here's a giraffe, here's an animal, name it. Adam, here's an elephant, here's an animal, name it. It just says he brought the animals to Adam to see what he would name them. And maybe what's being implied there is that we just do things in our natural state. We do things with God. When we're left alone and just to be ourselves as children of God, we just do things. And so maybe they didn't see a physical manifestation of him, because I always wondered about that. It says, no man has ever seen God. The only begotten who's in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. But yet he said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So did Adam actually see God? Or was his relationship so pure and connected that it was like second nature? It wasn't like thinking. It wasn't like, oh, God has brought me this animal, I must name it. It was just, oh, I've never seen one of those before. I think I'll call it a giraffe, so I know next time I see it, I'll have a name for it. And if I talk to God about it, I'll have a name for it. So the point I'm trying to make is that there wasn't all these commands, thou shalt do this and thou shalt do that. That's not what he intended for us. He simply intended that we would live with him, with his spirit, and interact, and he would see what we would do. And that it does in fact still happen. All kinds of situations are brought to us, and he is there to see how we'll react, to see how we'll look at it, to see how we'll deal with it, to see if we'll ask our Father to help us get through it or even succeed. And maybe that's really what it's always been about, is he has this nature that is creative. Yes, he creates, but it's also curious. So he creates situations to see what's going to happen. And he also intervenes wherever he wants, because he's going to do what he's going to do. Maybe he doesn't know what the situation is going to be, so he's kind of curious to see what he's going to be doing, because he doesn't know till it comes along to that actual moment of whatever that event is. But he's very sure of himself, and he knows we're not. He knows we're not. That's why he presents himself there as available, so we can be more sure of ourselves. Not in that we're so confident about what we're doing, but we can have the confidence of knowing we're not alone when we do it. Because how can you possibly say you named the animals right? There's no way to say you did that right or wrong. It's just something you do. And he never intended, at least not from the get-go, for it to be all about right and wrong. It's just that he had to allow the tree of the knowledge of right and wrong to be there, so we could learn that lesson. And we could also learn that our Father loves us even though we do dumb things. And so that's why that was put there. It's put there because there's only one good one who would have obeyed and would not have taken from that tree. And now we know our Father loves us. We know Adam and Eve. We know something Adam and Eve did not know. And that is that he loves us even though we do the same thing they did. And so he gets to enjoy us the way he wants to. And then the only unanswered question is, are you going to enjoy him the way he wants you to enjoy him? And that is by getting to know him and dealing with these situations as they come, knowing you're loved and accepted, and that there is no perfect answer. There is no perfect naming of the circumstance that you must execute to make your Father happy. He's happy just that you include him with whatever it is you're doing, so the two of you can be together while you do it. In Jesus' name.